Hey everyone, sorry if I sound a bit off in this video, I'm still well ill. I thought I'd recovered the other day, but I went to this gig on Saturday and ever since then I've been absolutely dead. I've just had this weird flu-like illness and loads of other people who went there got it as well, so yeah, I'm suffering at the minute. But yeah, so basically I thought I'd just take a minute to shout out my patrons, Braden, Adam, Lane, Georgie, JB and Danny. And I'd also like to shout out my YouTube members, Anthony and Jason. Big ups to you guys, really appreciate that. I don't even think you realise how much it helps me out and how much I appreciate it. I'm sorry for not shouting you all out in the past. I'm going to start doing that from now on. And if you don't want me to, let me know. But yeah, just thought I'd like to give back to the community. But yeah, let's get stuck in. Sleepwalking. A Dimenhydrinate trip report by Dramamine. Uploaded to earwid.org on April 3rd, 2008. At the beginning of this year, I was too broke to buy weed regularly, so I'd resorted to smoking cigarettes like crazy and tripping on DXM. I was looking for something a bit more interesting than the usual disorientation of DXM. I remembered the Modest Mouse song Dramamine and thought, hell, sounds cool to me. Big mistake. Wish I had heard of this site then. Not that it was a horrible trip, I just wish I had known what I was getting into. My friend and I drove up to CVS and bought a box of Dramamine, and later that night, at my own house all alone in my room, I took the pills. The first few were nasty as crap, so I went downstairs and used Sunny D as a chaser. Went back upstairs, turned the light on and began reading a motor trend. After 45 minutes I was wondering when the fuck this was going to happen. Just then, the words blurred on the page, followed moments later by the entire magazine disappearing, naturally scaring the living shit out of me. I looked at the ground and found the magazine, picked it up, put it aside and turned out the lights. I turned on the Modest Mouse CD. This is a long drive for someone with nothing to think about, the first track of which is Dramamine, an appropriate song. I put the clicker down and realised I had to pee, so I got up and walked down the hall, still fairly lucid, minus the blurred vision. I felt drunk. I ran into every door in the 20 feet to my bathroom. It was pitch black and I couldn't see a damn thing. I finally made it in there and turned on the light, when I heard my dad yell something about being quiet, and that he was trying to sleep. I pissed and went back to bed. I did the same thing about 8 more times, never actually pissing those times though. Once I was done peeing, I went back to my bed and turned the lights out again. I looked over at my stereo and hit play again as the CD had ended. That's when I saw my dad behind my stereo unplugging it. I yelled at him to stop, and he just stared blankly at me as I yelled at him. Finally I heard him from the other room when he yelled, "Shut up!" It was about 2 in the morning at this point. His image in my room wisped away like a cloud of smoke. Very disturbing. At this point, people started walking into my room. People I didn't know. People from all eras of time. People who looked dead, like a walking zombie or something. People who looked quite alive as well. All sorts of people. All walking into my room and crawling under my bed. As with any time I see dead people walking, I peed my pants. Though the 8 trips to the toilet would have cleaned me out, but no, I peed my pants. I was too afraid to go across my room and feared letting my legs anywhere near the bottom of my bed, for fear that hands would grab them. After about an hour, or at least that's what it felt like, I decided that it was safe to stop standing on my bed with a pillow ready as defence. Then I saw my dog at the side of my bed. I was wondering how they got in my room with the door being closed. Then again, that didn't stop all those people, so why I found it strange that my dog got in I have no idea. I leaned over to pet her, and as my hand touched her she wisped away like smoke, in much the same manner as my father had. I got under my sheets and clung to them tightly. I was freaking out. Completely freaking insane feeling. But then I got thirsty, so I went downstairs and was met by my mother, who assumed I was sneaking out. The conversation went something like this. This is how she retold it to me the next morning. I have no recollection of this actually happening. Mum, what do you think you were doing? Me, I need water. No, you're not sneaking out. I'm wearing my boxers only. No, I'm not sneaking out at all. What's with you? You're acting weird. Oh, nothing. I need water. Okay. She reaches for a glass and hands it to me, only to take it away shortly after because I was shaking so much. Then she filled it up for me. Me, I need Pepsid. Sounding frantic. Okay. She hands me the Pepsid, and it's in a wrapper I've never seen before. One that looks just like the wrapper the Dramamine pills come individually wrapped in. I came to, I remember from here on out at that moment. I looked in my hand and thought the pill was a Dramamine. I remember thinking, oh shit, she's caught me. I'm fucked. So I turned around and began walking upstairs with my hand clenched tightly and the water in the other hand. Mum, where are you going? Me, bed. What's in your hand? Nothing. Are you on a drug? Nah. Are you sleepwalking? Yeah, that's it. I'm sleepwalking. Okay, just go to bed and don't get back out tonight. You've been making a racket all night. Holy crap, I was totally flipped out at that point. Went back to my room and attempted to fall asleep. I found that the more I thought about nothing, the more I thought about everything. The next hour or so I remember thinking about everything, but not in words. It was nothing that I could even begin to put into text. It was the most powerful thought I have ever experienced. I learned more in that hour or so than I have in my entire life. Everything fell into place. Everything just made sense. Nothing in the world has looked quite the same since. The beautiful looks more beautiful. The hideous, more hideous. It is just simply the most incredible experience of my life. From what I have read about other people's experiences, they experience much the same scary hallucinations, but no one else seems to have experienced the deep session of thought that I have. That was when Dramamine was enjoyable and outright euphoric, just for the sheer amount of knowledge I gained, just from deep thought. The hallucinations are extremely realistic and actually pretty cool in retrospect. It was not cool at the time, however. The scariest experience of my life that was offset by the most amazing euphoric thinking of my life. Not the greatest drug, but it was overall worth it, I guess.